2014, I invested 75,000 US dollars in a company in Dubai. 12 months later, I withdrew my money, and 3 months after, the company collapsed. It turned out to be a Ponzi scam. Watch this video and I will share with you up to the end, and I will share with you the ways to identify what are the bell ringers of a Ponzi scam. Hello everyone, this is Ricey and welcome to my channel, The Quest for Wealth. So my story with this company or with this investment started back in 2014. During the time, I already had friends who were already heavily invested in the company. So they are the ones who provided me the background of what the company is. Apparently, the company was in the foreign exchange trading, and the promise to the investors was to double their money within a year. Upon hearing this promise, really, I immediately thought, how could that be? I mean, double your money within a year? That's heavenly sent. But I did not immediately invest in this company. I waited 3 months before I invested in this company, and month in and month out, I would hear these friends of mine say, I received $800, I received $1,000 as gains on their investment. So then 3 months after, I decided, okay, I think I will invest now. So invest I did. So major requirement with investing with this company is that open one account, and one account amounts to 25,000 US dollars, which I did. So beginning of November 2014, I opened one account. A few days after opening my first account, I met with my friends and they said again, I received $1,200 on one account and another $1,200 on another account. And upon hearing this, you can only imagine the amount of opportunities running in my head. It was just too good for me to pass. And what I did before the month of November 2014 ended, I opened my second account. So, ka-ching! So that was already 50,000 US dollars invested within this account. By the end of November 2014, I did receive my first returns, if I can call it returns. It was over $1,000. And upon receiving my first return from this company, I did what any greedy investor will do. Open yet another account. And open another account, I did. By December 2014, I had my third account opened with this company. So I had 75,000 US dollars invested with this foreign exchange trading company. I was heavily invested already during the time, but the amount of happiness and vibrancy this investment provided, not only to me, but to my friends who were invested in the company as well. I mean, receiving $1,000, $1,200, $1,100 per account, that is, it's just enormous. What happened is that the people who were invested, such as myself and my friends, we had the tendency to tell this story to other people as well. And so ultimately, the investors became the salespeople of the company. And salespeople we became, oh la la, it was really the joy of telling the story to other people. And the tendency was these people who we tell the stories to are also enticed in investing. So come January 2015, I had 3 accounts up and running with this company, and every month I would receive over $1,000, $1,100, $1,300 per account. So I was receiving between $4,000 and $6,000. So January came, everything was good and well. I received my returns. February, I did. March, I did. April, May, June, July, it was all okay, and all of my friends who were invested in the same company were all happy, and it's just the aura of everybody's quite vibrant during the time. So everything was going well from the date that I opened my first account, my second account, my third account. I was receiving returns month in, month out. My friends and I were so vibrant and happy and all is good in the world. Now, one beautiful December afternoon, I was driving home, and normally on any given day when I drive home, I would always listen to Virgin Radio. It's all about music. But for whatever reason, that afternoon I was listening, or I listened to a news station, and essentially the topic of the hosts of that station was that there was a company, or there is a company in Dubai Media City, and they described what the company is. They never named what the company is, or the people who ran the company, or the people who work for the company, but they definitely described the company to a T. And as soon as I heard it, I immediately thought, this must be the company that I am invested in, where my 75,000 US dollars is with. And after their description, what they said is that this company is very, very closely reminiscent of a Ponzi scheme. And then they defined what exactly are the characteristics of an investment, which is a Ponzi scam. Upon hearing all the descriptions, the definitions, and all the sensibilities that they have provided on that show, I immediately thought to myself, oh my God, I have to close my accounts. Normally, I would only drive 120 kilometers per hour in Dubai, but during that time, as soon as I heard that station or that host say that it is a Ponzi scam, oh my God, I flew. I drove 130, 135. I wanted to get home as fast as I can to close the accounts. And close I did. So that afternoon, that's very same afternoon, I closed my accounts. I closed 2 accounts. I did not close the 3 accounts. I know, go figure, still the green-eyed monster living there. But nevertheless, I closed the 2 accounts. I told a friend of mine that she better close her accounts as well. And she did not listen. But then for my side, I closed my 2 accounts. And I think about 3 to 4 weeks after I received the full amount. It's just greediness that made me decide not to close the 3rd account. So I closed the account in December, and 3 months after, the company stopped providing returns. So that means on my 3rd account, I was still receiving returns from January, February, and March, or March really, they stopped. January and February of 2016, I still received some money there. Not a whole lot, but still a little bit. And come March, the entire return provision stopped. And come May, I went to their office to really follow up, because I've already waited so many months. Come March, I decided to close the 3rd account. No money came to my account even after 2 months, so I decided to go to their office and just do it myself. And upon arriving in the office, their lobby was full of people trying to close their accounts, essentially just trying to get any cent back. There was a couple who are from the Philippines, and they invested thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they just started in 2016, early 2016, January 2016, and by January 2016, the entire pyramid of this investment scam already started collapsing. They did not receive anything. They had their retirement funds invested in this company. As a matter of fact, they were not asking for any more returns. They just wanted their capital returned to them. There was this Indian fellow that I spoke with, and he also invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. Or the only expectations from his side was to receive the capital, and he didn't even care about the gains really. From my side, I wanted the capital, much the same. But the expectation from my side, I was not expecting to receive the entire full capital of the 3rd account. Really was happy to receive any amount of money. But as you can imagine, I did not receive any amount of money from my capital on that year. In 2016, I did not. Come 2018, by the first quarter of 2018, I received 7,000 US dollars back that I had, but that's just me. I was able to get out of this pyramid scam just in time. It was just a stroke of luck. It was the sheer stroke of luck. Because of that afternoon, I decided, or my investment angels, I guess, they decided that I tune in to this radio station and not listen to Virgin Radio. I was just lucky. Nothing else and nothing more. Unfortunately, not a lot of the investors in this investment pyramid was lucky as I am. Some of them might be listening as well during the time, but decided not to act, not to withdraw, much like this friend of mine that I told her, you have to withdraw your money, but wouldn't listen to me. And that's just the unfortunate fact of this pyramid scam. I was lucky. I was just listening to the right station and I act immediately. There were people who loaned money to invest in that scam. There were people who withdrew their savings to invest in that scam. And here are the ringers to identify if an investment is a Ponzi scheme. 1, if it promises to double your money in less than a year or within a year, it's a Ponzi scheme. Don't go for it. Second, if it's too good to be true, it's a Ponzi scheme. Do not let go and then invest your money in it. The third one is if the company does not have any products or services to sell, it is a Ponzi scheme. And if the company asks you to recruit people to invest in the company, it is a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme also, it only works because there are new people who invest in the company itself. For example, me, the first account that I did or that I opened is $25,000. Every month I would receive $1,000, $1,300. There are months that I would receive $1,800. This money that I receive month on month were actually the money that I invested in this company. It's my money. It's not the earnings of the company. And so in conclusion, before you invest, do not focus on the gains. You have to focus on the company itself. What is the value of the company? Who runs the company? What does the company do to operate and provide cash flow to its company and to its operations and to its shareholders? Who runs the company? How is it being managed? What are the products and the services it sells? And be in the know. You have to always be in the know on what are the activities the company is involved in. Do not place your financial future in the streak of luck that I did. I will never do it again because perhaps in the future I won't be listening to a news station. Although that is one learning, I will always listen to news station. But yeah, I would never do it again.